Paul, appreciate it. I appreciate your time again, and I'm going to go ahead and get all your advertising process, make the changes that we talked about today, and everything. You'll get a contract in the mail showing all that along with proofs, and I'll do a little follow-up work with you as well. But I do have one question for you. Were you aware that your account is delinquent a couple of 2 or 3 months?
No. I mean, I thought my secretary had been paying that.
It's okay. Well, don't get worried. Don't get worked up about it. A lot of times with our billing system and our customers, people are unaware. That's why I always, instead of assuming, I always ask the question, do you know that your account? Nevertheless, your account is behind $2,160. Now, what that means is 90 days. That's 3 months of your advertising because your current bill is $720. One of the things that I will need to get done before we process everything is I will need to get your account current. And your account can get current a few different ways. One, you can work with our financial services team. We're not here to make life difficult on people, but we do need to get your account, like I said, current. They'll work with you, whether or not you can make payments every 2 weeks, 4 weeks. But in order to get this processed and make sure we still get into the book, we will need to get it done, within the next 90 days. Will that be all right? Can we get that done?
Well, I mean, Ryan, to tell you the truth, I was never really all that happy with how my ad turned out last year. I really don't know why I'm spending all this money to begin with. I mean, I know, you got me all excited about next year's issue, which is great, and I think the changes that we made are okay, but I don't really know if I'm getting that much value out of spending all this money.
Well, I understand, but as we talked about just a little bit earlier, Paul, we were talking about your return on investment versus your advertising. We already established that each customer was worth $550.
Yeah.
And your conversion rate, versus the calls you think you're getting in, is about 2 to 3 to 1. So when you look at it that way, you're making money off the advertising. And although I know we can't change last year's ad, that's what we're doing going forward. This is going to affect your business for the next year, year and a half. So even though it looks like a huge payment right now or a debt, it's more of an investment for the future. So, and like I said, next year's, we'll get all their advertising, take care of your changes, and they'll work with you on it. If it's just the money situation, our financial team's not here to we want to keep our advertisers, and our goal here is to make their business better and to help generate more business for them. But they'll work with you, to getting that caught up. I mean, I'm sorry that you have to have it caught up before the book publishes, but that's just kind of the way of the world. That goes for just about any
business. And how long is it? How long do I have to catch up?
Well, the book closes in 90 days, so and you're 90 days behind, so it's almost like 2 to 1 to get caught up. But like I said, you don't have to just all of a sudden make $1,400 this month and $1,414. If it's easier for you to make every 2 weeks, $350 and do it that way, they'll work with you. And
on top of my regular payment?
Yes. However, it breaks out to the $2,160. But here's a number. I'll give you on my card. I'm gonna write down the number to our financial services team. Now, if you would prefer to work through me, I can do that for you as well, and I can take care of it. If you don't want to make any phone calls, I'll get the check, take care of it. But if you call them and you explain your situation, I don't know what your all's cash flow situation is at this point in time, they'll set up a payment.
It's never that good.
And I understand that completely. I'm the same way. But they'll set up a payment plan specifically designed for you to help you get caught up in time to make sure you make the book and make sure your advertising gets processed, and especially in time for the changes to be made for you to get your proofs and things. So, like I said, they're here to help. They're not here to discourage it, to make things difficult on you. So we will. They'll do that. So however you would like to handle that, I'll be more than happy to work with you myself and take care of it. Or if you call them, they work out special plans for customers as well.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be easier, I think, if I just dealt with you. So you're saying if I get caught up, we still don't have a problem with what you and I talked about?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
And what we'll do is within, like for example, you're behind 90 days right now. In another 30 days, we'll kind of evaluate your account, and I'll talk to financial services, and at that time, they may even allow me to go ahead and process your advertising to get the changes. But your account at this date, here in exactly 3 months from today, will have to be current to make sure that you get the book, because if not, they'll cancel your advertising and going back. And we don't want that. We've already discussed how the advertising benefits your business. So yeah, I will work with you, and if you prefer me, I'll contact you in 2 weeks, or if you'd rather me just contact you at the first of the month, however you want to do it, I'm here to help you.
Okay, I would say I can probably come up with a catch-up payment probably within a couple of weeks. You kind of caught me off guard today.
And I understand, and that's why and that's another reason. Hey, we'll do the book 3 months ahead of time. So we're like I said, I'm here to help you. So just take your time on trying to get that. But this is the date, and we have to make sure we hit this date to get caught up to current, so that we don't miss the book.
Okay. And well, I mean, I think I can do that, and once you put the numbers to it, that I do $500 is probably a low end on an average job for me,
Right.
a paving job. So yeah, and I know you guys do drive me some business.
Right.
So.
Well, and things can be seasonal. And for example, if you get, and going forward next year to maybe help out, and like I said, you weren't aware of this. I have a lot of customers that pay a lot at one point of the season, and then go a little slower here and there. But if you get caught up quicker than that, you can pay more than you owe. So
Okay.
you can do it in different ways.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it, Ryan. Thanks,
No problem.
and I'll try and get caught up here real soon.
All right. Well, I'll call you. I'll touch base in 2 weeks and let me know where we're standing.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.